たシニアたちをオンラインダンス教室で支えてきたナオミ・ゴールドバーグ・ハースさんにお話を伺いました。ワクチンの接種を終え、久しぶりの再会を喜ぶシニアたち。集まったのは高齢者向けのダンス教室に通う仲間です。教えているのは元プロのモダンダンサー、ナオミ・ゴールドバーグ・ハースさん。シニア世代の健康増進を目指し、長年にわたって無料のクラスを開いてきました。新型コロナに感染すると重症化しやすい高齢者たち。家族や友人に会えず、精神的に追い込まれてしまう人も少なくありませんでした。このクラスはそんなシニアたちの心のリハビリも兼ねています。
No, they couldn't move, so it became extra important. It became, I was very concerned that people didn't have enough opportunities to move.
ロックダウンでクラスが開けなくなってからはオンラインで教えていました。
Straightforward from A's and lower. Now 7. Last time hold 8, 2, 3. Rest.
このクラスも無料。孤立してしまいがちな人たちが集まれる貴重な機会でした。
Curve round, step. Back, back. Back up again.
For now, for all this 14 months or so, actually 3 or 4 people have been in my home, the same 3 or 4 people. There's a lot of isolation, so it's nice to be with people.
Yeah, it was extremely hard. My boyfriend and I were both among the most paranoid about the lockdown, and we virtually didn't leave the house.
Thank you so much for coming on to our show.
Thank you for having me.
I wonder if you could tell us a little bit about the sort of the special toll that the pandemic has taken on seniors.
It's taken a big toll in terms of physicality. Once the pandemic hit, people just kind of pulled in, like sort of shrunk. Really, literally, they shrunk. So we create dances to overcome depression and to help them feel connected to other people. The social isolation is huge.
It seems to me that your bringing your dance class onto Zoom has just been a wild success. Is that true?
Yes.
I mean,
massively.
One thing is, especially given your demographic, weren't you nervous that people weren't going to be computer literate enough?
We were very concerned. We had to do a lot of preparation. We had a special number that they would call, and they would call that number to say to troubleshoot any problems they had. But you know, once older people learn to use the internet, they love it. It's exciting because it opens up a larger world. It opens up a bigger world than just being able to take a dance class online. It's being able to access other kinds of information.
What is it like meeting someone on Zoom and having such an intense relationship, you know, basically like you're dancing through COVID with them, and then actually meeting them in physical reality?
It's very shocking when you see someone face to face, when you can dance with someone face to face, because I felt like I knew them more than I actually knew them. You know, there's some intimacy that happens on Zoom. You know their living room, you know their living space, you know much more about them than you would know just meeting them. The dancing that they did online was very free because they felt free in their own personal space. So you have to kind of coax that out of them.
Would you characterize your program as a physical therapy or a mental therapy?
It's combined. It's everything. It's both physical and mental and spiritual, actually. It has a lot of different benefits.
I wonder if you could tell us a little bit more about just the properties of dance that does that brings all those things together and seems to help so much.
Because the body, number one, is your instrument, and you've got to have access to using your instrument. So it gives you that ability, and it also connects with, you know, you're feeling strong or feeling well, feeling out there in the world, not shrinking in, feeling your back, feeling your belly. We operate with the idea that people should be as much of themselves as possible. They should move forward from wherever they are. They should move forward wherever they are. Just accept where they're at. Just acknowledge where they're at, know where they're at, and work with it.
And keep dancing.
Kind of work with, keep dancing.
It's just so great, and I got to say, it's a real feeling of thanks. Thank you very, very much about that.
ニューヨークからマイケル・マカティアさんでした。